this is LpsHoney, and today is a super exciting day because I am finally, freaking finally, selling my LPS Customs. I've been waiting for this day. So TLDR, I've been getting into customs a lot this past year. I've made multiple YouTube videos on them, but also posted a lot on my TikTok and Instagram. And a recurring comment I often get is, are the customs for sale? Am I ever going to sell them? And today I can finally say yes. And it's extra exciting for me because not only am I selling my customs, but I am also going to be hand delivering them at LPSCon. So yes, this first batch of customs is only for sale for people attending LPSCon. I do apologize, however, any customs that do not sell will be listed online after the convention for anyone to purchase. I wanted to go about things this way because I was originally meant to be selling my customs at LPSCon, but because of business visa restrictions and all those long processes, I will not be able to physically sell these items at the convention. However, I can sell them before the convention and hand deliver them to you at LPSCon if you want to purchase them. So once again, these customs are for sale for LPSCon attendees, but anything that doesn't sell, I will be selling online after I get back. Let's get into the details about what customs are for sale and how you can purchase them. First of all, I want to point out that every single custom is handmade by yours truly. They will come protected in a little box as I transport them from Australia to America. They will also come with some little goodies and extras, just a thank you to show my appreciation for even wanting to purchase my art. So let's take a look at which pets are for sale and how much they cost. All the prices will be in US dollars and they'll be on the screen. The first custom for sale is my flower deer. This is the first pet where I was really proud of a custom. So I'm so excited to be selling it and hope that whoever decides to purchase this little guy will love him, and I hope he goes to a loving home. He has a ton of really cool intricate details. He has some textured grass as well as flowers. It's a fairy body, so the wings are partially transparent, and a G2 deer head with multiple sculpted on parts, and the ears have been placed in a different area to their original mold. Because so much went into this deer, he is going to be one of the higher priced LPS customs, but I've tried to make all of my customs as affordable as possible. A lot of time, effort, and resources go into these customs, but I still wanted to make it accessible. I want to note this custom does not bobble because it is a G2 head on a G3 body. Next up is this sea bunny. It was made using a chinchilla head with an inchworm body. This pet's whole second half of the body is sculpted by me, and I think it blends in pretty well. The reason this pet is being priced a little cheaper, even though it has a lot of sculpted parts and shading, is because I wasn't completely happy with the paint job. I still think this guy is really cool though, and would absolutely love if somebody gave him a home. And I don't know, I just think it's a really cool, unique take on a sea bunny. And this pet does have a fully functioning bobblehead. Most of these customs do, but when they don't, I will let you know. Next up is the Pride Piggy. I recently made this custom for Pride Month, and he is a simple repaint, so therefore he is priced cheaper because there's no sculpted parts or anything like that on him. And here's the back. He has a paint splotch theme along with a little muddy body. Next is this little capybara. This was my first attempt at really molding on a whole new face, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I bought a bunch more of this mold to make more capybaras, but this one here is the OG. And here's the back of him with these little painted on tufts of fur. The front part of his face is fully sculpted on, along with his nose and his tail. Next is our blobfish. This little guy was so insanely popular on Instagram, it kind of blew me away. You may be thinking that I'm pricing him too cheap because he's so popular. However, don't know how well it shows on camera, but there's some little specks of dust that unfortunately got caught in the paint when I was making this pet. It's not something super drastic, and if you're not looking for it, you could honestly completely miss it, but I just personally didn't feel right charging more for a pet when there is something like this on it. So He is going to be the $15 US, but I would really love if somebody bought this guy. I think he's so cool. This was my first attempt at really doing like proper shading with eyes, and I think it turned out probably the best. I don't think I've ever done eyes this good even after him. Like, I can't capture the magic that I have done with this pet's eyes. For sculpting, his nose is fully sculpted on, and also the fin on top of his original head mold was removed. He's also just got this super cool gradient that I love. Next up is the one and only chocolate short hair. This pet's eyes took me so long. They are probably the most intricate, detailed eyes I've ever done. Pet was inspired by a Kika Goods BJD doll, and that's where this whole design theme comes from. This is a head swap mold with a few sculpted on details. Those details being the chocolate star on the tail and the chocolate heart on the ear. Next two pets I'm going to be selling as a duo because I kind of made them as a duo when I originally did these customs, and that is my Good versus Evil 2-pack. So we have our good little cat here and our evil little husky on the right. They're pretty simple repaints, so that's why I'm not going to be charging a lot for them. It only works out to $10 per custom. And here's the back of them. One detail I want to point out on the husky specifically is that she has eyelashes attached to her mold to give her a bit of a baddie look. Continuing with pets that are going to be sold together, we have this G7 trio. Again, these are pretty simple repaints that I've done, so the price is going to be cheaper, but for that price you get all three pets. This dog here had the most work done, with the top of its head being fully re-sculpted. Also included will be this pearlescent lucky cat. This pet also has a few specks of dust in it, much like the blobfish, hence the cheaper price for this pack. And the last pet included for this trio is this bluebird. So again, if you're interested in these pets, you'll get all three for that one price. This next custom actually hasn't been revealed yet, so surprise! I have a custom axolotl for sale. I'll give you a little 360 because he has been my favorite custom I've made to date. He has sparkly little gills as well as sparkles on his back fin. He has a little starfish friend on the back of his head, as well as some stones and some little like coral pieces that have kind of overgrown on the top. The theme for this custom was very much like an overgrown little sea creature, and I just love how he turned out. This is also the first custom where I've actually gone ahead and put my initial on the bottom. That's because this little guy kind of marks the turning point for my customs. From now onwards, they're all going to be this quality or better, and I can proudly put my initial on the bottom of them to say, hey, this was made by LpsHoney, I hope you like it. And the very last custom I have for sale is my fuzzy moth. This pet is completely flocked except for the antennas, feet, and eyes. The wings, antenna, and the little butt were all sculpted by hand and flocked completely by hand. This is another pet that I'm incredibly proud of, and I love how he turned out. A lot of time and effort went into hand flocking this LPS with the fuzzy little powder, and then painting all the details on, sculpting the wings. Like, so much went into this guy. I love how goofy he looks straight on as well. He's just a little dude. So I would absolutely love for this guy to find a loving home to go to. I just think he is such a little sweetie, and hopefully someone out there wants to add him to their collection. And with that fuzzy moth, that is all of the customs I have for sale for LPSCon. So let's say you've had a look at them and you're interested in one or multiple of these customs. You may be wondering how you can go about purchasing them. Well, I've made it as simple as I possibly can for you guys by creating a Google form in the description down below for you to fill out. The form is super easy to follow along, and I'll show you guys how you can fill it out and possibly get some of these customs. So here's the custom sale form. I've tried to lay it out as simply as I can, just so it's easy to follow along. The first question you'll be asked are what customs or custom you're interested in purchasing. It has all of the names of the customs as well as their price next to them. You can select multiple options if you want to buy more than one, or if you're interested in more than one. Under that, there is a prompt for you to enter your email and your name. If you're uncomfortable sharing your name, you can put your username as well, as long as there's just something that I can call you by when we're emailing. And of course, your email is incredibly important, so I can contact you to discuss the payment process. There is one last prompt at the bottom, and that is just to confirm that you will be attending LPSCon so I can give you your pets. One big thing I want to mention is that I will only be accepting PayPal for these customs. That is the only payment I will be accepting. I will not be accepting physical cash when I drop them off. I will not be accepting bank transfers, only PayPal. It's the safest and most secure way internationally for me to do this. So please understand that if you're wanting to buy a custom, you will have to pay through PayPal. But overall, it's a pretty short form. And like I said, once you submit the form, I will reach out to you and we will go from there. I'll send you my PayPal info, all of that. Once you pay, it's all sorted. So once everything's completed, you've paid for your LPS custom, you're going to LPSCon, all you have to do to collect your purchased custom at the convention is come up to me, provide proof of your purchase, and I'll give you your custom LPS. I recommend keeping a copy of our email conversation on your phone or even the PayPal transaction for the purchase. Anything like that can be used as proof. I only require this just so people don't come up claiming that they've bought an LPS when they haven't. I want to make sure it's secure and the people who buy these customs get their customs. And there you have it. The cat is finally out of the bag. I got customs for sale for LPSCon. I'm so excited. If you guys have any questions about the form, the customs, the payment process, anything like that, feel free to leave comments down below and I will try my best to reply with any answers I have. I'm so excited to finally be selling my customs that I've worked so hard on, and I really hope that I can deliver some of them to you guys at LPSCon. Like I said, I would have loved to have actually sat down at a stall and sell them in person, but there are just way too many regulations with all that. So hopefully me being able to deliver them in person will be just as good. And again, please do not worry if you want one of these customs and you're not going to LPSCon. If it doesn't sell, it will be sold online after the convention. I just thought this was a really cool opportunity for people who wanted to buy my customs who are going to LPSCon to avoid all those shipping charges, just have me deliver it straight to you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so excited. Once again, please check out the form in the description down below if you're interested in purchasing any of the customs shown today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I can't wait to talk to some of you more about purchasing these customs. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye guys!